Millionaires are leaving the UK faster than ever. So what is happening in the UK right now is absolute madness, and it's heading for an even worse future. And I'm not even talking about taxes. So yes, corporate taxes are going to continue to rise. We see a huge potential for an exit tax because so many UK millionaires and billionaires are moving to destinations like Dubai and other destinations in the European Union. So overall, they just want to get out. They want to avoid the crime. They want to avoid the crazy punishments for criticizing the government. So we have seen in the media that people had to go to prison for criticizing the prime minister. And these millionaires are getting out, and the UK government obviously needs to prevent them from getting out. This is UK talking and adding an exit tax. We also see the potential for citizenship-based taxation. Any UK millionaire who goes abroad might need to pay taxes for the next 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, or whatever the government decides. And the same way that, for example, Norway does it, where if you move to a country that doesn't have a tax treaty with Norway, you pay taxes for up to 3 years. France is also considering rolling that out, where if you leave France, you need to pay taxes for a couple of years after you left. And even though they don't have citizenship-based taxation now, we see an increased likelihood that something similar could be introduced in the future. And we also saw the removal of the non-dom regime. So now a lot of wealthy individuals that make a lot of money from outside the UK will need to pay way more taxes because now there is no non-dom program. So overall taxes are increasing, the economy is shrinking, and after Brexit they have lost billions of dollars in potential earnings, and society as a whole is going downhill. So crime is increasing, security in London continues to decline. People who commit real crimes get moderate sentences, whereas people who criticize the government, for example, sometimes get heavy sentences. Essentially, the proportionality is now lacking. Then there's the fact that the country is being pushed towards a woke agenda, whether you are for it or against it. But a lot of people don't like it in the UK, and for many, this is also one of the reasons why they leave the country now. And then you have options around the world that you can move to. Very popular at the moment is the UAE, for example. It is absolutely not woke, and you have countries like Poland and Romania if you want to get a residence permit in the Schengen area, and maybe you want to move to Ireland and get an Irish citizenship, although you are still staying in a pretty much the same country, pretty much the same weather, pretty much the same policies. At least you are getting a European passport within 5 years, and then you can move somewhere else in the EU. And now that you have Brexit or overall looking for plan Bs around the world, the UK's overall attitude towards wealth has also turned sour. And before, London specifically used to be a hub for wealth around the world, but now wealth is hated. It's the evil rich who are causing all these problems. It's the evil rich who are causing the housing crisis, even though it's the government policies that are causing it. And overall, if you are a multimillionaire and you are in the UK right now, there's places where you will have a much better lifestyle. So you will optimize your entire life, plus you will pay a lot less tax, potentially even 0% tax. And if you are a crypto investor, for example, you can move to Dubai and pay 0% tax, and this absolutely legally. Get rid of the HMRC before they are starting implementing more taxes, exit taxes, citizenship-based taxation, and things like this. So you can just move and pay 0 taxes from then on. You won't have to worry about going to jail just because you criticize the government. And unfortunately, free speech is eroding more and more. And Dubai is by no means the only solution, so there are countless destinations that are currently very popular. Latin America and countries like Panama, Paraguay or Mexico, for example. Then Cyprus, which is one of the safest countries in the world, which many people don't know. And of course, many countries in East Asia that are far away from the current wars. Thailand, the Philippines and Malaysia are currently very popular. In Malaysia, for example, you have a territorial tax system, and this means that foreign income is completely tax-free. And with a Rantau visa in Malaysia, you can simply live in Malaysia for up to 12 months, and then the visa is also renewable. And we don't just have to talk about taxes. Safety is also very high in many of these countries. The weather is much better, hospitality is very high, and this has an impact on the general quality of life. And if your quality of life is also important to you, please click on the first link in the description and get in touch with us. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave it a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. See you in the next one. Bye.